How does China deal with illegal immigration? Does China have an ICE? Let me give you a real case today. Before 2007, 100,000 Nigerian small business owners settled in Guangzhou to do clothing trade. Later, after election-related unrest in Nigeria, their relatives fled to China to escape the violence, becoming the second group of immigrants. At that stage, they all entered China legally and could run small businesses. Because of the massacres in Nigeria, even after their visas expired, China temporarily tolerated their overstaying on humanitarian grounds. After 2008, Nigeria became even more chaotic, and a third group of Nigerians arrived in Guangdong. At that time, rumors spread that there were 300,000 Nigerians in Guangzhou city. The first group were business people and could support themselves. The second group were their relatives and could do odd jobs for them. And the third group could do nothing at all. Then problem follows. The first problem was housing. Previously, a rental unit housed 4 or 5 people. Now it was parked with 10 or even 20 sometimes. They had no jobs but a lot of energies. Rap music during the day, beatboxing at night, depriving labor's right of quiet. Landlords in Guangzhou summed it up like this: once you rent your place to one black tenant, a whole house of black tenants will grow out of it. The second problem was passports. China initially deported a group of disruptive illegal immigrants back to Nigeria. After that, others torn up their passports upon entering China. Believing that without passports, China could not verify visa validity, the authorities could only detain them for a few days. But they didn't mind at all because detention center food and lodging were much better than what they usually had. Illegal immigration fell into a vicious cycle. Since they hadn't committed serious crimes, immediate deportation seemed inhumane. Then came fraud. They did not appreciate the leniency shown by Chinese authorities. Since Nigeria's official language is English, they pretended to be African Americans and scammed people, especially women. They would claim to come from a wealthy family in the United States, but had temporarily fallen on hard times in China. So help me now and I'll repay you many times more. After that came drugs. At the end of 2009, Guangzhou police received reports of black migrants using drugs. During an arrest, one suspect resisted and tried to escape by jumping from a building, but fell to his death. In China's public consensus, anyone who uses or sells drugs deserves severe punishment. You see, even marijuana is illegal in China, and trafficking 50 grams can result in death penalty. Other Nigerians claimed that drug use was just a minor issue, and that it was China's laws and police at fault, because the arrest scared him into jumping to his death. Then they surrounded and attacked a police station, demanding compensation, an apology, and changes to the law. A group of illegal immigrants living abroad because their home country was in chaos, committing fraud and drug-related crimes, were demanding that China change its laws. The police had no choice but to arrest them all. Those who deserved prison were sentenced, and those who should be deported were deported. And Guangdong province immediately introduced a new policy. Anyone who reported illegal immigrants could receive a reward of up to $1,400. You might think landlords would oppose this policy because it reduces their rental income. But in fact, landlords were the most enthusiastic reporters. Other tenants would move out as soon as they discovered illegal immigrants in their neighborhood. Some landlords even deliberately rented to illegal immigrants, then reported them, collected the reward, and went looking for the next group to rent and report. Within 1 year, the illegal immigration problem was basically resolved, and overstayed visas were no longer renewed. You see, if illegal immigrants don't commit crimes like the early small business owners who operated legally, local residents won't hate them or report them. They'd be friends, maybe. If they don't use drugs or commit crimes, the police won't even need special immigration enforcement. If the problem can be handled in just 1 year, why would China need a be-hated department in the United States called ICE?